We've got this one.
Why is it in my glasses?
And that one.
I have to be down like this for it
No,
to
you don't,
work.
Mum. No, you don't. No, you
I
don't.
do look.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Mum, no.
Yeah?
That'll be the cover. That'll be the cover of our video.
Look at my little green circles. You likey?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today, me and my mum are going to be reviewing the worst horror movies that we've watched together, Lords of Salem and new horror movie, Men. Let's get into it right now. Like the green rings.
I got green rings in my glasses, so I'm going to take my glasses off for this one.
But, yes, Lords of Salem, Rob Zombie horror movie, apparently on the top 86 scariest horror movies of all time. Yeah, no, that is not even on there. If I was in control of that, Men. Men is a 2022 British horror movie. And that's just as bad as Lords of Salem. Like, they both have very bad, not needed things in those movies. So we are going to talk about it right after this break. Okay, so would you like to get started? So we'll start on Lords of Salem. Lords of Salem we watched a little while ago. We just completely forgot to do a review on it. But after watching Men a couple nights ago, we thought, like, I liked Men, but Mum didn't. And they both had very disturbing, unnecessary things needed in the movies. So we thought we should talk about both movies. So you can talk about Lords of Salem and what it was about. What was it about?
Lords of Salem was an absolute piece of shit. It was the worst horror movie I've ever seen. In no way, shape, or form was it horror whatsoever. It
was horror, but it was sort of like, it was low budget. It looked like, it was like,
there was
horror.
Nothing scary in that movie whatsoever. And I don't like horror movies. And he made me watch horror movies with him. And that was not scary. No way, no shape.
Wasn't scary.
No form was that scary. It had this weird little friggin' baby that came out like
having a fit with like this woman.
And it had nothing to do with the story.
It was
nothing
so bad.
to do with the plot, nothing to do with anything. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever watched in my life. It was so stupid, and the whole ending of the movie, spoiler alert, don't listen if you don't want to know. The end of it, she was like, had all this face paint on, and then all of a sudden she didn't have face paint on, and then she was just like floating above all these dead naked ladies, and it was like
that's literally the ending of the movie.
It was the most stupid thing I've ever seen in my life. It took so long to get into the movie. It just
it was ridiculous.
It was boring. There was nothing happening. She was like going to this recording studio and recording like this podcast
and then backwards
with these
and forwards
guys,
and backwards and forwards.
And then she'd go back to a unit, and then it was back to the recording studio, and then back to the unit, and it went on for so long, like literally 3/4 of the movie, and then it was like people where she lived in the unit were like some
witches
kind of
or something,
witches,
descendants,
3 of them. And they got her in this like wheelchair and pushed her in this weird room with this red cross, and it was so dumb. It made no sense. The whole thing was absolutely stupid and the worst movie I have seen ever.
And we're talking about worst. We're talking worse than Ant Boy. We're talking worse than Mr. Fantastic Fox for her.
Oh my god. Yeah, Mr. Fantastic Fox is ridiculous. Don't watch it.
On Rango. Remember Rango, the Australian lizard?
He wasn't Australian.
That stupid lizard.
Johnny Depp was Rango.
So bad.
But anyway, this movie is...
So what do you give it 1 out of 10? 1 being bad, 10 being good.
Nothing. I don't rate it at all.
So
nothing.
Just 0.
0.
Yep.
It's a load of shit.
Alright, so my thoughts on Lords of Salem was, yes, as Mum was right. It was a very, very boring start to a movie.
And drink from my Lego cup because I don't even care about the movie.
She doesn't even want to talk about it. She'll definitely talk about Men in a minute. But, yeah, what I thought of Lords of Salem, I liked parts of Lords of Salem. Like, because I've watched weird horror movies before, as we did discuss in our video we did the other day, we've already talked about all this, but we're just talking about it again. But still, I liked parts of it, the Red Cross. I found the baby bit hilarious. I can see you in my camera. And I just thought my mum's reaction to the baby was hilarious. So I always show her. I was looking up today to see if there's any more scary horror movies. Got to watch Sinister with her next. See what she thinks of that. The modern.
If it's anything like Lords of Salem, I don't want to watch it.
It's nothing like Lords of Salem. I never finished Sinister. I think I had like 40 minutes left because I just thought it was a bit boring. But it's the scariest movie in modern day. To our time, it is the scariest movie of all time. So I'm going to show Mum that one next and see what she thinks of it, and she finds it scary. So yes. Yeah, but anyway, I give Lords of Salem 6 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
I'm not joking.
Wow.
Not joking.
It's not even rateable. Seriously. It's like a big fat friggin' 0. It's disgusting. I hate it so much.
So is Bridesmaids.
Don't you dare you wash your mouth out with soap. They can't.
So is 10 Things I Hate About You. So is Bad Moms Christmas.
This kid's not even my son.
I didn't actually think I am. I was there when Lucifer fell.
Seriously,
And
look at his face compared to mine.
You have to do it too.
He's definitely mine.
No, I fell out of
Oh, yes,
like when Lucifer fell out of heaven.
Oh, for God's sakes, let's not start that.
When Lucifer fell out of heaven.
No.
When Lucifer fell out of heaven, I was the first demon created. And then I turned into a cabbage, a lettuce in a cabbage field.
Maybe he should film something like Lords of Salem because he'd fit right in. There's nothing but stupid thing called
Men. But yes, Men. 2022 British horror movie.
It's not horror.
It is horror.
No, it's not. It's not.
Men. It's a horror movie.
No, it's not.
You just don't find it a horror movie because you didn't find it scary and it was just messed up.
It's not scary and it's just stuffed.
You just don't like it because it was fucked up, the ending of it.
Oh my God.
But anyway, wait. Spoilers. But I'm just going to say the plot. Do you want to say what the movie was about first?
Yeah.
The start of it, like what the story was
pretty
behind
much, she was married to a dude and they were going to get divorced. She wasn't happy anymore, so she told him she was leaving him. He got angry, threatened, and said he was going to kill himself, and he did, and he died. He fell off the building and got impaled by the fence.
Oh, that was sick.
And anyway, so she goes to the country for some faraway place for a holiday to try and refresh and recoup.
Spoilers.
And it's just weird, effed up stuff that happens at this place that she's at. And it's like all these people who end up being the same person who end up giving birth to one another. Very graphic, by the way.
Very graphic.
It's literally like a man with a vagina giving birth.
And it showed it right up close.
Disgusting.
Really slow. The head coming out.
Is disgusting.
No, if you haven't seen anything like that before, which I haven't seen anything like that before, but if you've seen any type of, weird, disturbing movies, you probably wouldn't mind this.
Birth movies.
But this was really messed up. This was one of the most messed up horror movie scenes I've ever seen. And I've seen A Clockwork Orange.
But anyway, and then in the end, it ended up birthing her deceased husband, who sat on the lounge.
But a man was giving birth to some people. It's like this. This was
like
it.
Repeating
Man.
Another
it's
man.
just like all these men just coming out of each other.
Gives birth to that man,
and then the last one gives birth to her husband.
Yeah,
that's
to
dead.
Her dead husband, and she sits on the lounge and goes, "What do you want from me?" And he
Your
goes,
love.
I want your love. And
That's
next minute is just her sitting outside, and her best friend drives up the driveway,
and she's got a flower, and she smiles, and that's
the end of the movie.
That's it. That's the end of the movie.
That's it.
And 1 out of 10.
What? It's not rateable either.
So 0.
Both of these movies are the worst two supposed horror movies I've ever seen in my life. Neither of them made sense. Neither of them are worth rating. They're not scary in any way, shape, or form.
So 0 for Men as well.
Both are 0. What do you give Men?
I liked Men. I liked Men.
Hello?
Really bad. Hello?
Hello?
What is wrong with you about rating?
These things even see was happening? Oh my god.
No, Men, I give about an 8.5 out of 10.
Are you serious?
I liked Men.
How?
It was disturbing.
How did you like it?
It was weird.
It's not scary. It was graphic. It was disgusting. It had no storyline. It was a load of shit. Don't watch it.
So, one day, gonna get my mum to watch Suspiria, and I'm gonna get my mum to watch Terrifier. And then she'll know
I don't like clowns.
And then she'll know that Lords of Salem and Men are nothing compared to these two. She'll know.
I doubt it, because you just can't get any worse than what those two movies were. I don't even know how they were made into movies in the first place. Seriously.
You know what?
Like, what is in these directors' heads? Like, oh my god, I don't care if it's if it's a crap movie, but it had a decent storyline you could follow. Neither of these two movies had a decent storyline.
Lords of Salem, no storyline whatsoever.
They had no storyline at all.
I'm also going to show my mum Psycho too. Because she'll probably like that one. Mum's still having no clue what's going on.
Well, not with those two movies. I had no idea. It's like, what the beep? What the?
What the beep? What the?
They were ridiculous. Not even scary. No storylines. There was just no talent in it whatsoever. Even the acting was shit. I've ever seen in my life. It was one of the what the beep, what the.
No, but see, if you see Terrifier.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, so I can't comment. Next time we'll watch that together and we'll do a review on that one. All right? You're going to make me watch a scary clown. I don't even like the cover of that.
No, Terrifier's one of the most disturbing movies
I
I've
really don't
ever
even
seen.
like the look of that.
It's
I hate clowns, and the look of that is like...
It's really graphic. Like, really graphic. Suspiria is exactly like Lords of Salem, but 10 times worse.
Well, I don't watch that one.
You'll watch it. You're going to watch that.
Wow.
And you're going to tell me how messed up that movie is.
Okay. That'll be our next review.
Oh, yeah. Geez. Just what I want to see. Yeah, so that one won't be on my list then. I won't be watching that.
Weird.
This week, sometime, we will watch Suspiria and we will do a review on that.
And then we'll
But
watch
at the moment,
Terrifier.
don't watch those two movies that we just did a review on.
Watch them. They're good. If you're an actual horror fan, you'll like them. You're not a horror fan.
You've turned me into a bit of a horror fan, but there's no story. I don't care if there was a story behind it. You'd be like, oh, okay, that was pretty crappy, but there was a story. There's not even a story. There's no plot. There's no nothing. There's shit.
Wow. You are disgusting. But yeah, these ones are movies we absolutely love. First, we got The Nun.
Yes.
Insidious.
Yes.
The Conjuring.
Yes.
It.
Yes. Literally, all of those movies have a good storyline.
They've got ending. They make sense.
They make sense. They've got really good acting in it. The people who play the Nun.
Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah.
They're good actors.
Yeah, Ed and Lorraine Warren and the Nun. And Bill Skarsgård, who plays It. Like, really good acting.
One of the best horror
Top
actors
acting.
ever.
And all of those movies have a really decent storyline that you can follow and you understand it.
What about that one? Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension.
Nope.
Very boring movies.
Nope. You think something's going to happen and then it just ends and you're like, oh, that was a waste of my time.
Wait, I've got another one.
That one. Watch that one. 10 Things I Hate About You. Save the Last Dance, not as good as 10 Things I Hate About You, but still. Julia Stiles in her original heyday movies, good. Nah.
Oh, he's disgraceful.
See, now he's just gone completely off of horror and he's just rambling crap.
John Wick.
I haven't seen John Wick, so I don't know.
So good.
But I do like Keanu Reeves as an actor.
Die Hard. Christmas movie. I don't care what anyone else says. It is. Yes, it is. Some people it isn't, some people it is.
It's got nothing to do.
It's got absolutely everything to do with Christmas, and if you watch it properly. I've watched it like 3 times and you have to actually watch it. Okay, guys. So that is our review on Lords of Salem and our review on Men. So if you don't like movies like, I don't really know how to explain it. If you don't like movies like
that don't make any bloody sense, then don't watch it.
Yeah, that's kind of true. If you don't like, they're called psychological horror movies because they're made to meant you, meant to me on.
What's that meant you?
Meant to me on. Thy shall strike down on wrath of Jesus Christ.
Shut the freak up.
Power of Christ compels you.
Oh my god. So they're meant to be psychological, but they're not.
But if you don't like psychological horror movies, don't check it out. But if you're interested to see what our banter is,
go ahead and watch it and see what you think, and leave
exactly,
your opinions down in the comments below.
Oh, you gotta let us know what you guys think of these movies.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinions.
Exactly.
And that is our opinions for these 2 movies.
And go check out Terrified and Suspiria. Better be quick before me and my mum. I've watched them both. I guarantee she will not like any of these, and she will think nothing of Lords of Salem and Men. She'll just say the exact same thing at the end. That was sweet. I ain't like that.
If it's got a good storyline, and that, even though I don't like horror, I can't bag it that much. But if they don't have a storyline and they make no sense and the whole thing is just a load of shit, then I will bag it.
No. Oh. Terrified, you don't know if it has a story or not. You can't tell.
I mean, you can't tell.
You don't really know because...
You've watched the movie.
I know. I've seen 2.
It's either got a story or it doesn't.
No, it does have a story, but it doesn't really make any sense. Suspiria, no story whatsoever. There is no meaning behind the movie. The ending of it, you don't even know what's going on. Because it is. Ever? Because the acting is like times 100. The special effects. You can follow the story if you try and work it out. I spent a couple days trying to figure out what happened, and I did in the end. Like I could figure it out slowly, but it's because I love weird horror movies like that.
I've spent nearly 16 years trying to figure out the story of this one, and I still can't do that.
And if you do like these kind of movies, definitely go check out Split and Midsummer. They are 2 very disturbing movies. Split, not as disturbing after I watched Glass, because Glass is as disturbing as Split, but it sort of tamed it down a little bit. And Midsummer, I have no words for that movie. It was the most disturbing movie other than Suspiria I have ever seen, and it was graphic, it was disgusting, and yeah, that's my opinion on that, but we'll talk about that another time. Alright guys, if you enjoyed today's video, remember to like, subscribe and comment down below yes, follow my mum on Instagram,
JLR22,
Lego Master Season 2, 9 now catch up, as I will probably say every video I do with my mum, because she's awesome.
Oh, look, he's proud of me.
I am, yes. Okay, so, anyway, guys, have a good rest of your day. Go follow my mum's Instagram and join my Facebook horror group where I talk about horror daily and do reviews for movies and everything. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day and dab it out. You have to say it too?
Dab it out!